Welcome to WGTV and episode 58. Fantastic.
It's good.
It's very good. It's amazing. I'm your host Adam, and this is Ben.
Hello.
And we're going to be bringing you a game of Age of Sigmar 2,000 points from the General's Handbook 23 through to 24. And tonight we're going to be using
Sylvaneth.
And I'm going to be using Stormcast. So this is going to be a good duking it out.
Good old
We're good. That's it, yeah. But we can't go any further though. I've always got to say a massive, massive thank you and a huge to all our patrons and to our sponsors who you'll have seen on the way in, and also a huge new shout out to a new patron, so which is always nice.
Yep.
So Mr. Gary Dade, thank you very much. Gary with 2 R's. For joining the local militia and joining the happy WGTV crew. So yeah, thank you very much, Gary, and thank you to all our patrons as always. Now, before we get into what's in your lovely Sylvaneth list, I believe you're doing this one because people have been telling you on forums and stuff. This is the killer list. It's got to work. It's going to happen. Yeah.
People keep telling me Scythes is where it's at with an archrev. I'm more of a Oakenbrow, Tree Wards. Big monsters, so
we'll see.
Trying it out.
And I'm trying something a little different as well. I'm trying the Stormcast, but I'm not trying the normal dropping in from the sky. I'm trying the Stormkeep.
Ooh.
So we're going to stay on the ground. We're going to duke it out, man to man, how it should be.
Yes.
But before we can go any further with that, we're going to need to know what scenario we're going to be playing to duke it out in. Well, there's only one guy that can help us with that. Some say that from birth, he was born with a silver wand in his mouth. All we know is he's called the Cleric.
The frigid Zephyr. As you clash in battle, you must contend with the freezing squalls belched straight from Andor's frigid lungs. This continent is hostile, and those who fail to adapt will perish. At the start of the battlefield is affected by a squall. Until the squall dissipates, units more than 12 inches apart are not visible to each other. In addition, until the squall dissipates, models cannot fly. The start of each battle round after the first. After determining which player will take the first turn, if the squall has not been dissipated, the player taking the second turn rolls a dice and adds the number of the current battle round to the score. On a 7+, the squall dissipates. You score in this mission as such. Score 1 point if you hold 1 objective. Another if you control 2. A third if you control more. 2 points for your battle tactic you picked earlier.
Ooh. Wow. Frigid Zephyr. Okay. So thank you very much, Cleric. So maybe now we should really take a closer, in-depth look at the armies we're going to be using tonight. And I think we'll start with
Sylvaneth.
Yeah.
So this is my Sylvaneth list for today. It is 1960 points. My grand strategy is Overshadow. My triumph is Bloodthirsty. And my season of war is Everdusk. Now, starting with the General. The Arch Revenant. He has the command trait War Singer, and he'll hopefully be running around with the other battle line units. Moving on to the Branch Witch, she has the spell Regrowth, and she'll hopefully be casting my wonderful Endless spell, Spite Swarm Hive. Everyone loves it. Be given some plus to movement and plus to charge, hopefully. Then my big boy, Durthu. He's got the Artifact of Power, the Greenwood Gladius, so he'll be getting some D3 extra attacks. And some battle line. We have 2 units of 6 scythes, all with a Huntmaster. And then 1 unit of Tree Revenants. They'll be jumping around the board. They've got the banner and the waypipes. And then rounding it off with the Behemoth, just 1 Tree Lord. And then, obviously, all my terrain pieces that'll be thrown around the board. And that's it.
Welcome to the Stormcast Eternals. Or should I say, my Stonecast Eternals. We'll be playing as Hammers of Sigmar tonight, which of course gives us the wonderful ability that we get a 6 at ward save when we're within 12 inches of an objective. And of course, that's where we're going to be. I've dropped the army into 2 battle regiments, so a couple of characters in each, and then the units splitting nicely into the 2, so it gives me a 2 drop tonight. We've got a score of 1970, so my triumph would be indomitable. So should my boys ever decide to leave the field, I don't know why they should, but we would be able to block that out. So we'll bring ourselves then onto our general, who tonight is our Lord Arcanum on Gryph-Charger. Now, he has taken the spell of Merciless Blizzard, which, so if anyone gets far too close to him, that will certainly help me in the grand strategy, which is spellcasting Savant tonight. So I've got to keep him alive. Helping keep him alive, I've got the Mirror Shield, so he's only going to get hit by missiles if they're within 9 inches of him. So fingers crossed, and he can keep darting around the board to avoid all that treachery. His command trait is Master of Magic, allowing him to reroll that lovely spell. And his mount trait is Scintillating Trail, which, those of you who don't know, basically effectively gives him a... not a +1, more sort of the enemy gets -1 to dispel. So in a weird way in my head I always say that that's +1 to cast for me in my own head. He is then, alongside him, is the mighty Bastion, Slayer of all. So this chap, well, quite simply, is just special. Comes with a lovely 3-up save, has a 4-up ward save, has the ability that if he slays somebody in combat, that all the wounds he's taken will be healed. Amazing. Cannot wait to try that out. Also, in the hero phase, he gets to choose a unit on enemy unit on the board, and you get to roll all the dice up to the characteristic value, and any 6s are mortal wounds. Lovely. And on top of all that, he also gets to shout out a command for free each turn to any Hammers of Sigmar units on the board. And not only that, so much about him. Not only that, at the beginning of the game, after setup, before who's gone first or second, he has the ability to move a D3 Hammers of Sigmar units and redeploy them under the normal deployment rules though, so you can have a bit of a switcheroo. But enough about him. Let's move on to the Lord Relictor, standing alongside him, leading one of the other battle regiments. He has taken the prayer, Translocation. So, being a lord, anyone wholly within 12 inches, on a 2+, because he gets +1 to cast his prayer, can be translocated to anywhere on the board 9 inches away from the enemy, which I find is always nice. And then, of course, on top of all this, we have the Lord Aquila next to him. Hasn't brought anything fancy, just apart from his glorious self and his lovely Gryph-Charger, which are going to let him dart around the board, hopefully harrying the flanks of Ben's army. Now, backed up in all this is no ordinary army. This is a Stormkeep army. So, we have Redeemer units for days. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Sequitors, who are only too happy to stand their ground. Backed up with the 6 have come 5 Vanquishers, who love getting into a nice horde unit for the extra attacks, and then backing those up are a unit of 5 Liberators, carrying a massive hand hammer on And just rounding the army out, we have a lovely unit of Stormdrake Guard. Sword and ball. Hopefully that should be enough to put some of the tree folk off getting too much into us. Now it's worth mentioning the Stormkeep special rules. Everyone's so used to the Scions of the Storm dropping in from the sky, but the Stormkeep have a certain special rule. Every objective that's partially or wholly within their deployment zone, they, the Redeemer units, which is all the Sequitors, the Vanquishers and the Liberators, count as 3 models whilst on the objective, whilst within 6 inches. And from turn 3 onwards, it's any objective on the board. So the idea here, we go camp ourselves out and see if Ben can shift us. Well, that's us. Let's just see if it works.
Now, this is a very hard decision, because I'm 1 drop. So I get to decide who goes first, and I think I'm going to have to give it to Adam, because I don't want to get double turned by all these guys.
So, it's the Stormcast turn 1. Ben gave me the turn, wasn't too upset about that. It's nice not having the pressure for once. It's obviously a foggy mist, no one can see anything. Hero phase was probably my biggest thing. I went for a command point on my Lord Relictor. He got one, so he's held the command point, which then he used to auto-run someone, so that was used out the way. We had we went for the battle tactic of dominance, magical dominance. And we said to ourselves, well, we're so far away from a little branch witch that we thought, why not? Let's go for it. I'd got a primal dice, Ben got a primal dice, so we had 2 extra primal dice each, and I thought with Master of Magic, that's fairly confident, and we managed to cast the wonderful Mystic Shield on our Lord Arcanum. Meanwhile, the plan was basically, whilst in the hero phase, big Baz, he threw all his weight of that ability to roll all the dice of the characteristic of someone and any 6s of mortal wounds. We picked on Durthu and we managed to score 3. So it's a start, it's chipping away. Meanwhile, yeah, over here at the moment, because this is partially within my territory, these Redeemer units all count as 3 each. So we're holding on to that one. Meanwhile, we've tagged this one. We did a translocation with the Lord Relictor for the Liberators, and we've swarmed all over this one as well in the backfield. We don't count as 3 yet, but we're going to try and hang on. We're basically, the main aim was tag the Overgrown so that Ben can't start flying trees through them. He can retreat through them, but he can't come through them if I'm near them. So that was the idea. Hang on to that. Be strong, dig deep, and yeah, so we score 1, score 2, score more, and got the battle tactic, taking us to 5. So, let's see what the trees do now.
So, Sylvaneth turn 1, bit of a shocker to be fair. Battle tactic I went for Maelstrom, so charge a hero and a battle line unit, and one of them's got to be in combat by the end of the turn. It's good, until you realise that you're hitting with Scythes and Earthy. So, we started off with a heal him as a heroic action. Heroic recovery, that's the one. So we healed Dirty back up to full health for a roll of 3. We cast out Endless Spell with the Branch Witch because of the wonderful primal dice, getting 2 6s. So auto cast there, so that's hiding them back in the trees here. We then tried to go for a Mystic Shield, but Adam stopped that one with all his primal
54
dice.
primal dice, because
yeah. There was a lot.
I got a lot, yeah.
So then we started to move. Now, because the Arch Revenant has Warsinger, everyone within a big, nice, fat bubble gets +3 to move. So the Scythes just moved up. Dirthu got the effect of the Endless Spell, so he's actually moving 6 extra, so he's shot all the way up. And managed to charge into, there was 2 units here.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, knowing my dice, knowing my luck, there'll be 1 guy left or something. No, turns out, in Everdusk, when 6 is doing extra wound, Dirthu.
What did you get? 20 odd damage or something?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like, oh, I'll just take those off. Right, yeah.
But I do hold this objective.
Yeah, it's definitely yours. But
Yes.
we did redeem.
Yes.
We called for aid.
Yeah.
And one of the 2 units we lost, we brought back. Because the Lord Arcanum said, make it so.
Yes.
And so, yes, put it there.
And yeah, after me hitting Adam so hard, he exploded and did 2 wounds on these Scythes,
Yep.
1 onto Dirthu.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I only score 1 measly point.
Yes.
I only hold 1 and I don't get my battle tactic. So very big priority dice roll here. Sylvaneth with a white dice. Yes!
Oh no! Can we retake that? No.
No, sorry. No retakes this time. Sylvaneth turn 2. So, Sylvaneth turn 2. Not as hitty as the first turn, I think I got my battle tactics the wrong way around. Went for Intimidate Invaders this time, so just have more outside your deployment than inside. And yeah, we just tried to punch that hole straight through the middle. Adam dispelled my Endless Spell. Nasty man. Branch Witch got a Mystic Shield off on Dirthu. Everyone was next to the Arch Revenant, so we had lots of movement still. So orange Scythes went this way, them Scythes went this way, Dirthu jumped up, all 3 away. Dirthu shot into Bastion, didn't do anything. Charges, got into there.
Bastion redeployed, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he got a 7.
Well, he got 4, so
yeah.
3 away, so you got 7 inches away, which then you failed the first charge, didn't you?
Yeah, CP to reroll.
I was like, oh, got close. You got it,
I
you got
had
it.
trust in this. So yeah, they got into there. Only did 5 wounds to him there, because my
Dice let you down.
to wound roll was absolutely
But,
terrible.
of course, as I kill the Scythe,
Everything goes away.
everything goes away,
Yeah.
and Bastion is back to full health.
And then over here, we charged in, did 4 wounds to the Order Elector, killed 4 out of the 5 Sequitor guys. We took 4 wounds. Oh no, we took 2 more, so I've got 1 scythe on 1 wound left. But I did get my battle tactic.
You did.
There's more outside of this quarter, because that's where my deployment was.
But still only hold the 1 in the centre.
Yeah, only the 1, so I'm struggling on points, but
Murdering things.
yeah, we punched a big hole, so hopefully we don't get sandwiched.
Stormcast turn 2. Well, we took a bruising, but we held. That was the main thing. And my God, did we have to. Thank goodness for Bastion. He's a stalwart. He dug in Ben's turn, and he had to dig in again now. So much so, he looked to the heavens and called his finest hour. He thought, this is it. If I'm fighting hunters, this is my moment. And so he called it. And called it, he did well. And he is still here, as you can see. And also, his wounds disappear as he drops some hunters. We went for surround and destroy as the battle tactic. We went for a primal dice. We got the primal dice. Ben rolled for one as well. He got one as well.
Very magical game.
It was a very magical game for armies with only really one wizard each. We popped a Mystic Shield and an Arcane Bolt on ourselves on the Lord Arcanum because we'd been allowed to cast a secondary spell as we took it as we were going turn 2. We looked at the battlefield. We didn't really want to engage here, and my Lord Relictor thought there's absolutely no way that I want to stay with these sides. So he went sorry to the boys, and he translocated himself all the way over here, taking his little wounds with him. So he's there bleeding over there, but he feels a little bit safer miles away from the action over here. Meanwhile, he left a poor Sequitor to fight the day. These Sequitors here were chosen as part of the surround and destroy, so they backed up to here to be within 6. Lord Arcanum took his position there. Lord Aquila didn't even move, he just went, got this, that'll do fine. The boys spread out around that objective there, and these boys moved in here, knowing that as we go into turn 3, these are all going to light up for us now, and we're going to count as 3 on every single one. So we're holding firm there. Meanwhile, Bastion, Wolf whistled and went, and the dragons came swooping over, breathed fire, and caused 5 mortal wounds on the hunters. Burnt one straight away, charged in. Bastion went, well, one's left on 3 wounds. I better go first, just so that I can kill a model and regrow my wounds. So he did. He managed to get 2 wounds through, actually caused another 8. And then dropped 2 more hunters because of that. But the dragons, well, the riders hit, and they wounded, and they were saved. The dragons, not a wound, not 1, not even 2, not even close. It was very disappointing. But to make up for it, they must have been really hungry, because one leaned down and went, Om! And ate a whole hunter. Must have thought it was a kebab or something. Just went absolutely ballistic. But that was that, so we left the hunters with 1 hunter remaining, and Ben passed his battle shock. He did that, there's no problem, so he was okay there, he was safe as house as it appears. Meanwhile, obviously, poor Sequitor over here did get obliterated in the end, and even as he died, he didn't blow up enough to take any more with him, but that was okay, he did his job, he held up there enough. So we still hold this one, we hold the far one, and yeah, score 1, score 2, score more. The squall is still on. Got the battle tactic, takes us to gives us another 5 points, takes us to 10 place 4, and here's hoping, praying to the Lords of Azir, that we can take the turn. Oh no. Still can't. Oh well, apparently it's Twiggy's turn.
Well, I don't think you're going to expect this one, Adam.
What?
But I'm going to take it. So, Sylvaneth turn 3. Struggling for a battle tactic with this one. I was thinking dominance, but Adam had his 2 wizards either side, and I've only got my 1 cast because I wanted to go first. So, it's a risky one, and I was looking through, and I was like, well, I'll go for trespassers. No, harness the spirit paths, because if I get the spell off, get a tree, and hopefully I can hit something, disappear through it, try and like save Death through all the scythes. Anyway, go to cast it. Adam dispelled it because primal dice got 1 each, and yeah, so pretty much stopping that. Movement, we pushed up here into these two units with the Tree Lord and the Scythes. I actually followed them up just to make sure that we could get rid of everything here, which we have done. We pushed Durthu across the board. He got a charge into some dragons. He killed one dragon and badly wounded another. And then the Scythe managed to clean up the rest. Bastion killed Durthu.
Yeah.
And then over here, the Scythes and the Tree Lord killed everything else there. These guys just teleported onto here to try and stop Adam bouncing into this one with a relocation or whatever.
Speaking of which, I did try to heal my Relictor, but I
Yeah.
failed miserably, rolling an 11.
Yeah, so we suffered a lot this turn. No battle tactic, but we did score 1, score 2, so hold more for 3 points. So I'm now on 7. But it was a difficult turn, and we're going to have to hunker down and embed our roots deep.
Turn 3. Okay. Very glad that Durthu went last turn. That made things a lot. Bastion has been, fantastic. The only thing that he didn't do is he tried for, or no, he was going to go for a command point, but then he thought, no, it won't be me. I'll pass it over to the Relictor, and we'll let the Relictor heal in this round, which he did. And then the Relictor even thought, well, I'll tell you what, I'll even pray to myself and heal myself, and got myself back up to full wounds. Meanwhile, Lord Arcanum, over in the corner, looking after the trees, just looking at them, cast Mystic Shield and Arcane Bolt, just because you do, hanging on to them. We'd gone for the battle tactic of intimidate the invaders, so we had to just basically be more units outside of our original deployment zone of this quarter, which we did. That's not a problem, we was pretty much strong position already. So we didn't have a lot of aggression to do. We garrisoned the big manor house with our 5 Sequitors there, which then we chose to control this objective with. We'd moved around the Lord Aquila, put a couple of cheeky shots into the Dryads, but they saw it coming and they just bounced it off. Tried to go for a cheeky charge, failed it. So the real only action was Bastion beating the living daylights out of a Scythe. And so Scythe gone now, he's happy. So he's done his work, he's got rid of Durthu, he got rid of a Scythe. Meanwhile, the remaining unit of Secretors here took to the woods, which maybe isn't the best tactic in against Sylvaneth, but just to pop their arm save up by 1, just in case. And then basically now, wait to see what we can get in this turn, to see if we can finally, because that takes us to 15 place 7, see if we can finally take the turn back. Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bastion is now free. Now let's go play. Huh? Right, turn 4, finally got a double, and then the wheels come off. What did we do? We picked a battle tactic, had a scramble around. Apparently all the Stormcast ones are to do with dragons. I don't have them anymore. So we went for Ben's one that he did earlier, or didn't do, led into the Maelstrom. We thought, hero and a battle line, into a unit, and to be within 3 inches at the end of the turn. And just like Ben, that's where it all went wrong. Bastion did his special ability, tried to rain death down onto the Tree Lord. Not a single wound. Yeah. Lord Arcanum got his Mystic Shield, quite happy just chilling out near the woods. Nice place. The Lord Relictor flew another unit of Sequitors over into this back corner, just to try and keep Ben honest. Don't want him running away from here. Well, if he comes away from here, I can jump on it, etc., etc. You get the idea. So I thought, here we go. Let's move these Sequitors up, Lord Aquila up. Let's jump on the unit of tree revs. Turns out that Lord Aquila's a bit fightier than I really needed him to be. Of course, when you don't want to, you hit, you wound with everything, and your opponent fails. And they all fell over, apart from one. But Ben cleverly took away his champion. Wasn't wanting to do an inspiring presence. I don't see why not, to help me with my battle tactic. And the little tree revenant just disappeared into the night. Ran away like a little scaredy cat that he is. and ran away with my battle tactic as well. So I have to console myself with score 1, score 2, score more, which gives me 3, taking me to 18. And now we have to see what this lot want to do for their turn 4.
I'm going to apologise now to all the Sylvaneth players out there. I am doing a terrible job of playing them today. I'm struggling for battle tactics. As you've seen, I don't have a lot left. Adam counts as 3 on each objective, so in my head I was like, push for the middle objective. At least hold 1, hold 2, just try and get into something. Battle tactic wise, I was like, Branch Witch is right there. She's got the big mortal wound spell, like the war song. We'll try and get her to do that. So we'll try and kill something with that spell. Maybe an arcane bolt, so I'm going second, so I can do 2 spells. Got it off. Nice 11. Primal dice. 6 auto cast, so 11 dice. I think I rolled 3 5s. So battle tactic failed. Didn't get arcane bolt off because Adam just poured the rest of his primal dice and stopped me on that.
A bucket full of them, like, nope.
And then movement. Good old Archie's still there, so with Warsinger everyone's getting the +3. All run up, just up onto here.
Deleted.
Charge. Adam rolled a 1 to redeploy the Sequitors that were here.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, but you might be looking at that thinking, oh, Sylvaneth hold this. No, because
we have
Adam counts
our house.
3. Could have done. I got an 8 to charge with them. I was thinking of doing a reroll just to try and get like a 10, maybe just a quick Bastion, get into there, just to try and start knocking some damage off, because I'm hopefully about to win priority because I've only scored 1 point. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. It's a dice roll.
Here we go.
If I win this, I might score 3. So
yeah,
it's all in the dice. Oh, that says it all. That says it all. Go on then, Adam.
Okay. I feel bad now. I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Gonna take it.
Okay.
Yeah. The last turn, could we do great things? Not really. In fact, it was probably our worst turn. We scrabbled around for a battle tactic. We saw that the Tree Lord had only 2 wounds remaining. So we thought, you know what? Let's go for magical mayhem and let's kill something with a spell. Now the Tree Lord's not there. Wasn't done by the Lord Arcanum. No. Sorry to disappoint. We got primal dice each as well, so we had 3 primal dice each. I rolled a 6 and a 1. Oh, it's always the scary one. But I carried on, and I carried on, and I carried on, but I only got to 13 Ben picks up his dice. He rolls. He gets an 8. He adds in 1, 2, 3 dice. He gets 14. Well, he got 15, but you get -1. But it doesn't matter. He got 14, and that's it. Stop the spell. So there goes the battle tactic, and that's not going to happen. Right then, Bastion said, "I'll drop the comets from the sky." Scored 1 wound on him. So there's a Lord Aquila going, "It's all right. I've got a gun. I'll shoot him." It pinged off his toe. "Oh no, now I'm in combat." "It's alright," Bastion said. "I'll charge into the sides." Well, it sort of went well, because 2 sides went down. And then, oh my lord, the sides were very, very, I think we must have taken the mum and pa. I think that's all I can explain it.
20 damage they did.
20 damage into poor Bastion. He was a poor, he couldn't say that much.
No.
And down he went. He took his fill with him, but I think he's had his moment, and we give him a big salute. But even striking last, the very, very wounded Tree Lord only managed to cause 3 damage on the Lord Aquila. And so with the Lord Aquila attacks, nothing. Couldn't get through. Ben saved them all. So his little pet Beaky went peck, 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 peck. And with a final peck, timber! And down went the Tree Lord. After all that resounding action, the other Sequitors in the back corner had scuttled up onto this objective. So all we'd got, we lost Bastion. I feel like we lost everything, but we haven't. But we score 1, score 2, score more, and that gave us 3 points, taking us to 21. So I think we just have to see what Ben wants to do.
I'm going to do everyone a favour. I'm going to call mercy.
Is the towel gone?
Yeah.
The towel's gone in.
Well, let's go to conclusion.
Conclusion time, folks. So, you all right there? All right. Woo, Tiger. There's a big truck. It went right through. Don't worry about it. That was, I've there's these things called tactics and thoughts, and did you just leave everything at home? Oh, did you have a tree of the match? Trees. Well, I got to admit, when those hunters go in with the ramped up tree rev nearby, and they do some work.
Yeah.
I got to admit.
Man of the match for me is definitely Archrev.
Yeah.
Just because he's got the aura of the plus to move, helping out the hunters, which is what I can see people
liked. They can see
comment about, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this is really good. Try this." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yep. Can see the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely.
I can't get it to work. Or maybe with a bit of practice.
It would have been a bit better, possibly.
Yeah.
Different tactics, different times. Yeah.
Because the one thing I missed personally was Spell Singer, where you can cast through trees.
Okay.
Because I'd have tried to get a tree up and then cast through there.
Yeah, it felt very strange. With you just having one wizard. It was easy to shut down. It was kind of like, it was like, oh, don't have to worry about this. Normally, trees are popping up everywhere, spells are coming out of them, hive swarms are everywhere. Yeah, everything's going on.
It's tree,
burn through,
in and out,
bang, end of chat.
Done.
Yeah, I was kind of glad that wasn't there. I'll be honest. Yeah, that was really nice. It was.
Maybe I should have took first turn and got 5 on the board. What you come to me, but I think you would have hit me equally as hard.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you've gone score the 5, it would have been. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Swings and roundabouts. Yeah, you don't know. Obviously you got 1 drop, so you got the power normally of saying, well, you go first. I'll try and get 2 in a row, which you did. Yeah. You got the double turn, and made it count. It was just, fortunately, heck, this Stormkeep stuff. Yeah, normally I'm so used to the Stormcast struggling to hold objectives because there's not many of them. It's really elite army, but it's great counting 3 guys as 1 guy as 3.
As soon as it turned turn 3, that's
everything lit up for me. I was like, whoa, excellent.
I lost the grip of the battle then.
Yeah, it kind of tide turned. I mean, admittedly, I've got to tip my hat to Bastion.
Yeah.
Although he went down in the end. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you'd argue the Lord Arcanum went round doing the stuff, turning woods off, etc., and casting spells and getting battle tactics, but that boy, he took a unit of size to the face, he took a Durthu nearby, and he took him down, and in the end, he chased down a unit of hunters, and obviously just got far too carried away, and got battered in the end, but...
He killed 2 and put 1 on half.
Which was more than anybody else was doing, more than those damn dragons did. Yeah, they didn't do nothing.
They got unlucky.
They're unlucky, yeah, they got battered. Yeah, he was a fantastic linchpin. Fair play to the lads just standing around and going, "Oh, count as 3." And yeah, all of a sudden, like you said, when you were charging in, was it turn 4? And you were like, oh, killed this, killed those ones. But 5 guys at the back, we're 15.
Just in a house garrison, just chilling there.
We're chilling, like, well, we count as 15, so there you go, that's life. So yeah, that was really fun to do. It was nice to do a sort of horde foot kind of army, It was kind of, it was good.
And for anyone that wants to know, the swore never came off till the last round.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
we couldn't see each other at all.
It was just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was like, oh, now let's have some combat.
Maybe that's why I was so confused. Couldn't see where I was going.
You're just staggering around in the dark. It's like, what's going on? I see some golden things. Is it a shield? Is it someone's head? Oh, no, that's
fire.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. So it was quite good. Yeah, I really liked that. Yeah, it was a good scenario. Good learning point. Yeah, it was really, really good.
It'd be so crucial with that swore if it was like a KO army
against, say, like, Lumineth or something.
Yeah, shooting cruel boys. It'd be crazy.
It would be. You just lose all your abilities, your army. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely one you've got to watch out for if you like attend a tournament or something and he lands in. You've got to really plan out for it. The whole quarter deployments as well kind of makes some of the battle tactic early difficult. It can do. That's it. So
you don't have the reach to do like surround straight away.
No, that's it. If you haven't got like any movement shenanigans like I had, you're pretty much.
That's another
knackered.
thing I was missing. 2 units of tree revs.
I did think
because I always jumped them.
And then you only had one, so it was like surround and destroy. Suddenly
and
became
it
something.
Didn't do anything. You just jumped over there, jumped back, jumped over,
and just went
dead.
Okay. But they did die correctly because they stopped my battle tactic.
True, yeah.
Yeah, so they did do something.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for dying correctly. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, hopefully you like that as much as we like playing it. So, as much as I
hope you guys liked it. Questioning why I do this.
Question my whole thoughts in life again. Yeah, what do I do my whole day? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it was loads of fun for me.
Once again, I apologise to the Sylvaneth.
All of the Sylvaneth community. Yeah. Apologise to all of them.
I will bring vengeance to the woods next time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Yeah. Give it a try. But yeah, if you like this, by all means, do try and tune in, subscribe, ding that bell, let you know when more things like this are going on. That would be fantastic. And really, on that, until next time, bye.